Hey everyone, today I want to share something personal that I think many of you might relate to. Have you ever looked back at old photos and suddenly realized how much you've been through? The other day, while I was getting my hair done, I had one of those moments. I was scrolling through my camera roll looking for a photo and it hit me hard. I started from the bottom, flicking through to the top, and I was overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff that I've been through over the last several years. In those photos, I could really see a change in my face, my body, and my overall experience of life. It, brought back all the trauma from my relationship breakdowns to then my dad being sick in hospital for months and then passing away. Just seeing a video of my dad when he was unwell instantly made me realize that there's still a lot of deep, unprocessed trauma in my body. This trauma manifests in various ways like tinnitus, and when I look back on my life over the last several years, it all makes sense. I've struggled so much to live a fulfilling and thriving life because it's just been really hard. The aftermath of that grief, along with other stressful life events, was also normalized at the time because you learn to live in survival mode to get through it all. The world keeps spinning and life keeps happening. But looking back, it's no wonder I have suffered so much. It's no wonder that tinnitus just consumed my life when I first heard it. No wonder I hit rock bottom and found it extremely hard to get out of a really dark place. And no wonder I started experiencing all kinds of physical symptoms, including tinnitus, that were fueled by my anxiety every day. I think the main thing I want to say is that reflecting on all of this really made me hold compassion for myself, because it can be really easy to get down on yourself or be hard on yourself when you feel like you're struggling and just want to feel more normal. Looking at all those photos just reinforced within me how important it is for me more now than ever to do more, connect more, and get out into the world. I don't know about you guys, but along the way, especially when tinnitus entered my life, I lost myself. I lost some connection with friends, with hobbies, with a lot of the things that brought me joy, and all of these things is what makes life worth living. Another aspect during this time that kind of held me back from engaging with the world was when I stopped taking the pill, and as a result, I started to have a lot of skin problems. I also ended up gaining around 10 kilos during the last few years. These changes caused me to lose quite a bit of self-confidence, and I kind of lost the desire to try to look nice or maintain myself. For a little while, staying at home felt easier than feeling self-conscious when meeting new people or trying to put myself out there. Although I eventually learned not to feel as self-conscious through self-work and acceptance, I also realized that maintaining and expressing myself feels good. This is something that I am doing more of now, and it's not because I need to look a certain way for anybody else. It's about feeling good for myself. I have actually lost 10 kilos in the last year through healthy eating and exercise, which makes me feel healthier and adds to my overall sense of well-being. Taking care of my appearance and health boosts my confidence and makes me feel more positive and energetic. For a long time, I think I unconsciously expected that I might just wake up one day and everything in my life would feel better. But that doesn't just happen on its own. Life doesn't just magically get better. I needed to make the effort to feel different and reclaim those aspects of my life. Even though I've known that for a long time and taken steps to better these aspects of my life along the way, it's only recently that I've been better at actually making those changes in a really positive and fulfilling way. It's so hard when you get lost and need to find your way back. It takes a lot of energy and emotion to do it. But now that I am, I already feel lighter and my problems feel smaller. I'm not just sitting around at home, lost in my own thoughts and dwelling on all the things that aren't going well or could go wrong. I am not letting things like tinnitus, which once consumed my entire life, control my happiness and take up my entire focus. This ultimately allows it to fade into the background, and it can for you too. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that even during all of these challenging times over the last few years, I've still been incredibly fortunate. I've had moments of joy with friends, a wonderful partner, a supportive family, and I have my cat who is the light of my world. I am really lucky in so many ways, and I have a lot to be grateful for. But despite these positive aspects, there were still elements in my life that were lacking, which are important to me. These gaps and experiences caused me to lose my way. I wasn't living a life where I was thriving and feeling positive, exciting emotions as frequently as I wanted to. I am still and finding my way and taking steps towards living a more present and fulfilling life with more connections, excitement, and joy. If you've had struggles in your life, which we all have, no matter how big or small, please have compassion for yourself. Remind yourself that you are strong. You've gotten through difficult moments in the past, and there is no reason as to why you can't get through difficult moments now. Your resilience and strength have brought you this far, and they will continue to carry you forward. So if you are in a similar place or can relate to anything that I've said, how can we start to make these changes? Here are just a few steps that have helped me so far. Find those hobbies and activities that used to bring you joy, or discover new ones. Even if it's just for a few minutes a day, try to start doing them. Reach out to friends and rebuild or make new connections. It can feel tough at times, but send that text or make that call, and I'd say that you won't regret it. Meditation, mindfulness, journaling, and self-care routines can make a huge difference. Take the time to focus on your mental and emotional well-being. Set small goals. Don't overwhelm yourself with huge expectations. Start with small, achievable goals and build from there. More than ever, people seem to be struggling with their mental health, feeling more anxious and depressed. We're also living in a loneliness epidemic, and so I think it's more important than ever to put yourself out there. We need to improve these aspects of our lives to feel fulfilled and less consumed by negative feelings, thoughts, and even sounds like tinnitus taking over our focus and daily experience. It is not an easy journey, and there will always be bad days, but don't give up and keep going. Life is an intense experience, and my mantra is just one day at a time. So let's make a pact. How about we try to connect more with ourselves, with friends, and our joy? Let's take small steps every day to try to improve our lives, and maybe together we can do it. If you have any stories or steps that have helped you, then please feel free to share them in the comments. Let's support each other on this journey as best as we can. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. If you enjoyed this video or related to anything that I've said, then please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content. As always, stay hopeful, remember that you've got this, and I will see you in the next video.